Hey y'all, it's Abby from Back at Square Zero, and I figured it'd be easier to tell you about my country music marathon recap instead of trying to type it all out. Um, wow, it was ridiculous. When I woke up in the morning, it was already raining, which I figured it would be. It was supposed to rain all day. And the worst part was definitely standing in the corral for the hour beforehand in the pouring rain, just getting soaked and being cold because it was dark and rainy and the sun wasn't out. And starting off the race so wet that it was like I had stuck my clothes in the washing machine. Like I could literally like wring water off of everything. Once I started running, the rain wasn't such a big issue, except that there were certain parts of the road that it made slippery, and I have a tendency to like fall and slip, so I had to be really careful and watch where I was going because I'm pretty clumsy anyways. Everything started off pretty well. I was doing good. Stayed with the 4:30 pace group for about the first 5K, and then realized after about 3 miles or so that I wasn't able to keep that pace, but that I still thought my 4:45 was definitely going to be a reachable, attainable goal. Um, and so I just kept trugging along, doing my own thing. Um, and I even had to stop and stretch like twice in the first half and still was doing awesome, right on target for that 4:45 goal. I finished my first half in 2:20, which is slower than my normal half time, but I was trying to conserve since it's a full marathon, and that way I still had 2 hours and 25 minutes, even extra time to finish my second half. And then probably right about mile 12 or mile 13, the stuff hit the fan, basically. The whole course was total little, just rolling hills. I mean, nothing crazy, but just rolling over and over again, which was just more than my injured leg could really take. And it was really painful. In the second half of the course, I had to stop and stretch 3 more times, and my crazy sticky tiny thing in my shoe kept coming undone, and I had to try and re-stick it twice so it wouldn't fall off. So I had to step up 5 times in the second half of the course, which definitely hurt my time. And um, also, it was just so much more painful. I was just watching my times just disintegrate, going from running 10:30s to running 12:30s. And I was pushing as hard as I could, and it hurt so bad. And there was nothing I could do. And I was trying, and I was giving it my everything. And I mean, there was no way. I tried so hard, and I was on track for 4:45 that whole first half, even with the hills and things. And it just, I guess, wasn't meant to be. Like I said, I pushed as hard as I could, and I did everything, but my leg was just really fighting me. And even with this trying to stop and stretch, it wouldn't work. And so my second half came in almost 20 minutes slower than my first half at close to 2:40. Um, so I finished right under 5 hours at 4:57:34, which is a 16-minute PR for my first marathon. And so I'm choosing to look at this not as a defeat, which I did at first when I crossed the finish line. It was hard not to almost cry because I was just so overwhelmed. I was so sad that I had done so well the first half, and then no matter what, I couldn't do it the second half. But then I was also so like amazed that I had finished another marathon. You know, marathon is such a crazy experience because it is at once so unbelievably humbling and inspiring. Um, but I mean, look at it as a victory. You know, I was running through pouring rain. On the marathon course, mile 13 was so washed out that it was literally a river across the road 6 inches deep, and there was no way around it. You just had to go through this crazy river. So I ran my second marathon through pouring rain. I switched from my first marathon, which was a completely flat course, to one that pretty much rolled the entire time. And I was diagnosed with strep throat on Wednesday and ran on Saturday, and I still cut a 60-minute PR. And it is 2 days later, and it is going to hurt like hell when I stand up and try to walk up my stairs. And I've never been so sore in my entire life. And I guess I'm going to take that as proof that I gave it my everything and I did all I could. And I am already ready for my next marathon because I will continue to do better and I will continue to improve because I know that I have more in me and I know that I can do better still. So I cannot wait for Marine Corps in October, and I cannot wait to try to get closer to that 4:30 goal. Hopefully, if I don't have to make 7 stops next time, then I'll cut some time off it right away. So we'll see. But again, overall, not where I wanted to be, but I'm proud of myself for pushing through the pouring rain, for pushing through the sick, for pushing through the hills, for pushing through the sore. And I'm going to continue working. I'm going to continue going to physical therapy, and I'm going to continue trying to make myself a better runner. So here we go. Marathon number 3 in the works.